Hello all, how are you doing? Welcome to MMSC491 or 691. My name is Dr. Boney. Easy way to learn how to pronounce my name. Let's get right to the course stuff. So first thing you're going to want to do is check out the syllabus. So I'm just going to go right down the line. Go ahead and open up the syllabus, and when we do that, we're going to go ahead and look at some parts of this, not all. Obviously, you can read a lot of this yourself. Couple things of interest. One, this is how you're graded. 3 exams, online quizzes, some online discussions, and a ethics case study discussion, 15%. So that is how you're graded. As far as the quizzes, you may have out the book or whatever. When you take it, you only get one chance to do it. So that's that. Here is probably the most important thing. This is what you want to go ahead and either print out or put in your agenda book, or if you use a Google Calendar. These are all the due dates for everything. It's basically like a chapter a week plus a little bit of extra. Just to give you an example, like week 1, you'd be responsible for chapter 1, and at the end of that week is a discussion and a quiz. And the first week only, you have a course procedural document you need to sign. I'll explain that in a minute. And that is all due on 2/11. You see, you also have your 3 exams. You'll note that there's more than one day you can take the exams. That has to do with the testing center. So you should have received and or will receive an email from the testing center about signing up to take my exams at the Newark Testing Center, or for the few of you that are not on campus, through ProctorU. That's determined by the testing center. I don't have anything to do with the testing center at all. I just send them the test and they handle everything else. So if you have any scheduling issues, contact them, but keep me informed. All right, so now that that's done, let's go to the actual course format itself, how that's set up. So the first thing you're going to do also is go ahead and print out the course procedural document. And it says locked. That will be open when you get there. Basically, it's just a one sheet that says, I will not cheat. I understand this is an online course. And by the way, cheating in this is also defined as, for example, using like ChatGTP or any AI software to write any of your discussions, things like that. That's cheating. Please write the discussions yourself. So that will be due at that particular date. The second thing is to register for Edpuzzle. And basically, this is where all of my little mini lectures are. And this is free. So all you have to do is just click here, and you'll see that you're going to go up in the right-hand corner. Don't do any of this stuff yet. You're not going to sign in because you don't have an account yet. Hit sign up, and then hit sign up with Edpuzzle, and then put all your name, and it's telling you, oh, this is the class you're registering for. Great. Once you register for that, you don't ever need to go back to it at all if you don't want. All of the Edpuzzles are active through Canvas, so I can go ahead and X that out. All right, so now I'm ready to kind of do my learning. So my suggestion, first of all, this course is designed to be very heavy textbook based on purpose. The majority of you are going to be either doctors or pre-med or graduate school, and basically we wanted a course that kind of went back to some of the traditionalist learning in a sense of using a textbook a lot. And the reason why is a lot of these PA schools and med schools, your intro first semester anatomy course, a lot of times it'll be like 7 or 8 chapters. You have 2 weeks to read them, and then you have a test on those 7 to 8 chapters, and there's no study guide, there's no videos. It's just go read the book and learn it. We got that feedback from a lot of students. And so this course is to kind of prepare you for that type of learning, where it's very heavily textbook based. Now, this doesn't mean, of course, that it's just go read the book, but the book is the vast majority of the knowledge you're going to need. So here's how I suggest, and other students who've had this class suggest, that you go ahead and learn the course. Don't read chapter 1 yet. The first thing you want to do is look at all these things, and let's go ahead and click 1. This is just telling you the overview for chapter 1, and then from here it's saying, okay, all right, now we're going to get to section 1.1, and in there is going to be something that looks like this. Now this is basically an Edpuzzle video, and if you find, like me right now, that you can't click, it won't click, you're like, what's wrong? Dr. B, you didn't activate this. Well, no, that's not the case. For this to be working, you need to see your name right up here. but because I have not yet registered for Edpuzzle, or for those of you who that forgot to register for Edpuzzle before you get to this particular slide, you need to go ahead and register. So I'm going to pause the video real quick and register for Edpuzzle for my own class. Now I went ahead and registered, and you're going to notice that now there's my name and there's this. And so I can go ahead now and click Get Started. And this looks like a YouTube video, but it's not, because if we go ahead and look at the bottom, if I scroll on the bottom, you're not going to be able to hear what this guy's saying, but there's these little teardrops, and these teardrops are things like little embedded questions or comments that I can put in these videos. And so, once the video gets to a certain, teardrop, there might be a little something I would write like that to it, or once it gets to the next one, there might be a particular question. So I know you can't hear what's happening in the video, but this is kind of how I work these videos. And notice it's about 4 minutes and 53 seconds, and there's someone talking. A lot of these videos are my voice, some are not. I mean, if somebody did a great job, I'm obviously not going to just redo it. But all of the Edpuzzle videos I wrote the questions for and designed to give you a fundamental background before you actually go ahead and tackle the book. And so that's why the first thing I would do is spend the 5 minutes. It's not very long. I made these videos so that they'd be short. And so, okay, notice where we were. We were in the video. There was some sort of break in the video with the teardrop, and now I have to answer the question. And so in the process, would new nucleotide be added to 5' So let's get the answer wrong and let's see what happens. And so, see, instantly it actually tells you right in the middle of the video whether you got the answer right or wrong. And so, and by the way, I would highly suggest doing this, which is obviously full screening it when you watch the Edpuzzle. So that's kind of what you're going to do. Then you're going to go to the next one. When you're done that, take notes on it. Then the next one down the line. And that's kind of how I designed all of these little short videos. I would do all of them before you go ahead and tackle the book. Or if you're just going to read section 1.1 today, then check out structure of DNA, replication, and transcription overview, and then read section 1.1. That's kind of how it's designed. So then read the chapter. Then same thing, of course, is repeated for chapter 2. Same thing is repeated for chapter 3. Same thing is repeated for chapter 4. You are not responsible for section 4.4, by the way. And then there's an exam study guide. So you probably even want to look at this first, because this is what the exam is. So if you want to know what's on it, anything in the book related to these topics is fair game for exam 1, meaning that is all the topics very specifically for what's on the first exam. And you can see the red text below for DNA damage types and repair systems. I just indicated that for you because that is worth the most amount of points on the exam, meaning that there's the most amount of questions on the test from that particular topic. So once you basically repeat that process for every unit. And the last thing I want to go over is the case studies. So, and again, there will be information here for exam 2, 3, and 4 as that time opens up. So, if you are an honors student, and most of you are not honors students, but if you're an honors student, you're going to do a case study that's different than the rest of the class, because that's how we're declaring your honors credit for the course. So if you are not an honors student, you are going to go ahead and click on this and access that case study, and then you're going to submit it here. If you are an honors student and you will be identified via an email, I will email you and say, hey, UD has you down as an honors student, and if you want honors credit, this is your case study that you're going to do. And that's how we basically differentiate the two. So the last thing about this course is, like, what do I do all semester? Well, my job is, there's probably going to be close to 100 of you. I enjoy Zooming with a lot of you. So if you have a question, if you're not sure about something about the different ribosomal sites in translation, then go ahead and email me. And that's why I'm here to help. But what you're not going to do is the night before the test bombard me with 10 questions or even one question that's, I don't understand chapter 9. That's not going to fly. So as you are learning and as you have some of the questions, please contact me. I am here to help as much as you need to, and I hope you enjoy the class. All right, bye.